Hello Stormers, Derek here. Thank you for the response on the first video. That's really good. We've got a couple of leads to follow. One person by the name of Turmeric Hom 6304, hello, gave me a really good suggestion about starting to talk about narratives and how you set up a narrative. Now that's a really big kind of task and a big topic to tackle in a sort of a 3-minute video. So I am going to break it down a little bit here, but for the full thing, we'll probably move that to a podcast that we're working on with some of the other Dice Stormers and we can all pile in. But my first tip when I'm creating a narrative is first think of a theme. Think of an underlying basic thing that's going to keep popping up throughout the entire adventure, and then you want to look at 3 different buckets of kind of interaction. The first one is what's going to be interesting to the players, and it might be either the players themselves might find it interesting, or their characters might find it interesting, or the people who the characters work for might find it interesting and encourage them to go on their way, or it might be something to do with what their aspirations or goals are in terms of money or treasure or magic items or whatever. So what is going to be interesting to the players? The next thing is what's going to keep them interested? What can you sprinkle throughout the journey that's going to keep reminding them of this sort of larger narrative that they're grappling towards? And lastly, how are you going to wrap it up? So how are you going to finish the story? How are you going to... This is the problem. This is the bit that I have a really big problem with. I have no idea how to end my narratives. So, but those are the 3 things that I suggest you look out for, and we'll tackle some of the other questions in another video. The question was who has the least amount of gaming experience amongst all the Dice Stormers. He might hate me for saying this, but I think it's Murray. Murray started basically when we started running the channel, and didn't sort of play very much as a kid. He played Maelstrom as a kid. Somebody suggested that it was going to be John, and John has been playing, because he was a little kid living in Rockhampton, and his older brother played games, and he joined his older brother. So there you go. Have a good one. I'll see you soon.